Hey guys, Fred here, VE3FAL, Ontario Northwest Bushcrafter and Outdoors. What I'm attempting to do, and I should have did this in the spring and let these bricks dry all summer, is I'm attempting to make some fire logs or fire bricks for my tent to take in so I can burn those during the day, or when we just need a little bit of heat. Burn them up and use those instead of wood. And the reason I'm doing that is because we own a store. My wife and I own a store, and we have loads and loads and loads of recycled newspapers. I could take them to the recycling depot, but I was looking at them and I was trying to figure out what can I do with these. So I've watched a few videos on YouTube, and I've watched some people recycling different things and different items, just regular paper, and I thought, you know what? I've got all this, instead of buying pellets for my stove out at my tent or fire logs or something, cutting down, I don't ever cut down good trees. I always cut down dead standing or dead trees for the fire. I thought, I'm going to try and make myself some fire bricks. So it is October. It's October 10th today, 10th or 11th, I don't know anymore, but it is October. So, you know, it is getting cooler. We were -2 this morning, really heavy frost, so daylight hours and heat is not the greatest. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to air dry these. The sun is warm today and you can feel the stuff drying already. How it's going to dry inside, I'm not sure. I put this tin reflector in behind just these blocks here to see if I can, you know, create a little more heat to dry. But what I've done is I've come over here and made myself a small jig. You know, just a little jig here. Some of the old perf board that we used for in the store. My press, a couple blocks, and of course my paper mache mesh, mash, whatever you want to call it. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to try and recycle the newspapers this way, make some bricks, see what we can do, see how fast they dry, see what other methods I could use to dry them. But just trying to use up what I have and utilize what I've got. So I just thought I'd share this with you guys and just show you what I'm attempting to do here. But yeah, I think they'll dry. I think they'll dry fairly well. If not, can always use a source. I mean, we've got to turn heaters on inside pretty soon in the warehouse, and there's a lot of heat blows down, and if I even have them just in the path of that heat, you know, I should be able to dry these things or let them dry, air dry them. But they are already drying. I can feel the tops of these things drying fairly decently, and as long as I keep flipping them and rolling them. Now, my brother-in-law owns a sawmill, his own sawmill, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bunch of sawdust. Right now what I did was I used a bunch of pine straw. I put some pine straw in just to give it some air inside so it's not packed too tight. They'll also dry, and they will burn too. So my attempt is to, I'm going to put some sawdust in here down the road. Once I get a couple bags of sawdust and some chips from my brother-in-law, and I will mix that in with this concoction and dry them that way. So I just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing, what I'm playing with here right now for the tent. We know we have a hunting camp coming up in November, first week in November, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. We're going to do some grouse hunting, some deer hunting, and some moose hunting out there. And, you know, we're going to be staying out there for the weekend. So we're going to make sure we've got something. And like I say, these are just something to put on just to take a chill off or to attempt to try. And if I can make a bunch this winter, I'll make a bunch and I'll let them dry all winter. So just wanted to share this with you guys. Thanks for watching. This is Fred of VE3FAL, Ontario Northwest Bushcrafter and Outdoors. 7-3 guys.